Um, know what that noise was.
The American Academy of Pediatrics is asking doctors to refer research from clinical trials. Children's Hospital pediatrician Dr. Wang Yuan says a major question is the effectiveness of smaller doses. It may be the wrong dose, they perhaps might have more side effects. We don't know yet until we see the data. We really want to that's extremely important for National PTA President Anna King has 2 grandkids under 12, so she understands why some parents can be itching for the vaccine sooner. They can go to the vaccine the year. But in the meantime, she's encouraging parents to ask questions, especially at their child's school. What are they doing to make sure that your kids are safe? The FDA is still considering full approval of the vaccine for kids ages 12 to 15. In Washington, Kirsten Garris, Channel 2 Action News.
And we know the Delta variant is affecting children here at an alarming rate. The state health director says cases among children have quadrupled during the surge. Yesterday on Channel 2 Action News this morning, a pediatrician with Wellstar Health System told me along with COVID-19, they're seeing other viruses too, RSV, and treating a lot of very sick kids. In morning, a 13-year-old student died after getting sick from COVID-19. The urgent message from doctors tonight as that contagious.
Oh, hello. I didn't realize I was on mute.
What up?
Barb's, you in there watching that news? I can hear it.
I just realized I wasn't on mute.
when you was just eating that popcorn or whatever you was eating.
Grapes.
Like, what is going on here? I ain't know what.
It was chips.
Oh, you? Funny.
I'm so sorry. I did not realize I wasn't on mute.
That is okay. Hey. Well, the time it's actually 5:58. We're a little bit early. The early bird gets the worm. So I appreciate you guys being on time and ready to participate at a high level. I'm happy to see all your faces. So it is open coaching hour on a fantastic Tuesday. And we can go ahead and get started. This is Agents Helping Agents. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask you, what do you need help with right now? And then we're going to help you. Anya's like, me first, me.
So I need to speak to someone who's experienced in land. I am in the middle right as we speak. I'm waiting for some paperwork, but I need to understand, because even speaking with the listing agent, I'd rather speak to an agent that has sold land or is really experienced in land, period. Understanding the zoning points, what I need to look for to convey to my buyer. So I know what exactly, because he sent me, my buyer sent me a property that he's interested in submitting an offer for, but speaking to the listing agent earlier today, his preference is he just wants to make sure that it's up to 5,000 square feet living space. What she told me was that the listing agent stated that if it's one story that's going to be built on it, up to 3,000 square feet living space, but if it's 2 stories, 5,000. She sent me the survey, but I just want to make sure, like, I understand what exactly I need to be looking for as far as zoning, and basically be able to communicate to the buyer what he's able to do or whatever restrictions or what I need to be asking the listing agent.
Got you. Okay. That's so funny. I just had a conversation with Terrell about this earlier today for somebody else who needs help with the land deal. And he gave me a number, and of course I didn't save it. So I just texted him for that number again, because that's what she specializes in.
Okay.
Barb's, do you have any input for her while we wait for this number to come?
Yes, so you got a copy of the plat, you got a survey, you need to get soil testing done. Is it in the subdivision or is it?
It is in a subdivision. The buyer's main concern whether or not it had HOA, it does not, is what I'm being told. It's actually listed. That's actually in writing on the actual listing. No HOA as of right now.
Okay, like I said, all they need is soil testing. to make sure the soil is it on septic or sewer?
You're asking me?
Yes,
Or I
yeah, I'm
need
asking
to,
you.
I see that, I don't know. I like the survey, I can't even translate what it says. It's so much small writing and it's
So this is, take a deep breath.
okay.
You're not building a house.
Okay,
You don't need to know all, you don't need to know all of that. The
okay,
builder needs to know. So I just sold 2 lots,
okay.
closing on one this week, closing another one in 2 weeks. You need the survey, which you have. You need them, if they don't have soil testing, your client needs to get the soil tested. You need to know whether it's gonna be septic or sewer. And then they need to make an appointment during due diligence with the builder out at the home site. And let the builder answer all the, you're not a builder, you're not an engineer, you're none of that. You gonna sell this piece of land and let these other people do their job.
The thing is that the client is coming from out of state, so he asks me questions that I can't answer.
Does he have a builder? Is he planning on building it on the right of way or
A
down the
developer,
road?
yes. He's actually even just considering just to buy the land and let it sit until he's ready to build on it. So I just really need to know the immediate.
So
things that he
everything I
needs to
just
know.
said, if you need some builders, I can refer you some builders. Then because he's from out of state, you need to make the due diligence long enough for him to get here. So ask the agent if she has soil testing. If she says no, your due diligence is going to be 25 days. If she says yes, your due diligence is going to be 15. They may push you down to 10 because they've done all the work already. Your buyer's not going to have to do anything but meet a builder at the property if that's what he so fits to do. So she's already given you tons of information. It has to be 3,000 square feet if it's 1 story and 5,000 if it's 2 stories. So you need to look on the plat. It'll tell you if it's specific type, whether it has to be a craftsman or a traditional, and it may have none of that. But in some communities, it's certain types of style home has to be built as well. And that will be on that plat and that survey.
Is there any way that someone could look at that survey and really tell me? Because
If
like
you
Is
bring
it
it
on
to
your
the office
computer?
tomorrow or email it to
No,
me.
is it on your computer? We can
Is
look
it
at
on your
it.
Yeah.
computer? Oh yeah, I forgot about this Zoom
Okay.
thing.
um
I made you a co-host.
where
So the only other thing you want to be concerned about if there are any easements. So one of the lots that I sold, it used to have a power line easement on there. The power company came and took the lines off and they've dug underground. So the easement doesn't exist anymore.
I'm trying to figure out where did she send it? Oh, here it is. Okay, where do I share screen?
It should be at the bottom.
Okay, can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Make it bigger. This is giving me nostalgia, Barbs.
Right.
All right, let me
When we sat
download
on
it because
site.
it's still in my email.
Just down at the bottom where it's a plus sign. Just hit
Oh,
that
there,
plus sign.
okay.
Blow it up, blow it up. Some more.
Okay, so it says proposed 3-bed. So this is he's.
Does this lot look like that?
It's on the cul-de-sac.
No, I mean, it's not flat, is it?
I went by there earlier today. When you say is it flat, it's like on a like this whole triangle going all the way back. That's where.
So the soil testing has been done because it's telling
Mhm.
you about the soil on here.
When it says 1,000
Wait,
gallon.
you're moving too fast for me. Slow down, slow down, slow
I'm
down,
sorry.
slow down. So it looks like it's on a septic tank because that's the tank detail.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's what they were going to do or if they put in, is the land cleared? Or is the trees on it?
It's trees.
Okay, so this was the proposal. They haven't done anything yet. So he does understand that he's gonna have to have the land cleared and that's an expense.
All right.
Can you go back up can you go up a little bit?
Here.
Mhm. Drip disposal field. I wonder if that's where the tank is gonna go.
Well, go back up to the plat. So Barb's, you see that? That's up in the front. And it's saying a drip dispersal, like reserve area.
Like a what you call those things?
Because the pump is behind it. You see them little things?
Mm-hmm.
That's the pump. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the front.
Is it like a retention pond?
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Charlotte.
You're welcome.
It might be. Because you see how it has a drainage easement?
Mm.
Look at all that.
How much are they selling this lot for?
35,900.
Mm.
What type of reaction was that? I don't know how to take that one. Like, is that a good or a bad thing?
It looks like it's a whole lot going on with this lot. And it looks like there's just not a lot that your client should be purchasing. And he needs to move on and find another
That's
lot.
why I need, because his main key things are no HOA, and he wants to nothing less than 5,000 square footage of living space.
So you
I'm
just need to
also-
find a lot that's not in a subdivision or one in what is he looking? Where is he looking at?
Clayton, Henry, or
So there's a lot in Henry. I just sold 2 lots in Henry. One
I
is in a
sent him
subdivision, one isn't, but neither one of them have HOAs because that's what my client wanted, no HOA.
Can you, how many acres?
They were at least an acre, some are a little bit larger. And they
Okay.
paid $40,000 for the lots.
Okay, well, can you send those to me because he?
Well, no, I sold them already, but I'll send you some
Oh.
more.
Like
But
I'm
I'll send you
holding
some
on.
more.
Okay, so that didn't serve me any justice, but yeah, so that's why I needed to understand. So now when it says zones, like does the zoning is the zoning relevant to
Yeah, it has to
like
be
just when it
zoned.
says zone 1 and zone 2, what does that actually
So that's
mean?
nothing to do with, you're thinking about residential, commercial. I don't know
Right.
what is going on with this zone 1 and zone 2, and we're thinking that those are retention and detention ponds or some type of drainage issue going on
Mhm.
on the property. And you can't see it because there's trees all on it.
Mm.
So so that everybody else could get time, Anya, I promise you, call me tomorrow and we can go through some lots and I'll help you find something for your buyer. But this is not it,
Okay.
okay?
All right. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, we learned a lot about lots. Awesome. Did you have any other questions about that? I think that was a lot of great information. So if anybody out there needs information about land, hope you wrote that down. Okay. All right. We also have Joe and Cheryl and Charlotte. Say that fast 3 times on the line. So do you guys have any questions? This is Agents Helping Agents. So what do you have right now that we can help you with? What you got going on?
Well, I have my first buyer's consultation tomorrow. It's family. And I know that we talk about buyers and their expectations, and I think they're going to be complicated. So they were approved a year and a half ago, but they changed their mind. And they were approved for 250, but I did give them lenders information yesterday to reach back out to a new lender. So when I meet with them tomorrow, I want to bring them sort of back to reality. You know, you got 250, you want an acre lot, you don't want to be in a subdivision. You know, you're asking for a lot, but you're probably not going to get it. So when I'm having these conversations with them tomorrow, I don't want to discourage them, but I just want to, you know, I guess, like I said, bring them back to reality of what they can expect in the market.
Okay. So pop quiz time. What's the most important thing we need to find out about our clients?
Their motivation.
You knew the answer already, Charlotte. Okay, so when we talk about motivation, what's their motivation to buy?
Well, right now they're in an apartment. They recently had their first child, so they're looking to buy a house to continue to grow their family.
Okay, what's important about that?
Getting out of that apartment complex that they're living in because it's not the best situation.
Why not?
I don't want to say it's a crime area, but it's just a bad area.
Bad area, okay. So when we talk about motivation, we talk about going 3 deep, right?
Mhm.
So we found out that, you know, they want to buy a house. They just had a new baby. It's not a great environment for the baby. It's not a great area. And they want to they want to expand their family. So they need a house. When is their lease up?
I don't know when the lease is up, but I asked them when they wanted to be in their home, and he said by the end of the year, if possible.
Okay. Well, that's like right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So you also, when you talk about that positive future, what do you have on the other side? The negative future, right?
Right.
So if they don't come, you know, like if they don't prepare themselves to be a buyer in this market, what could possibly be that negative future?
They're going to end up renting another year or whatever.
And why is that bad?
It's bad because they don't want to be there.
But other than not wanting to be there, what else happens when you renew your lease?
Well, to me, rent is a waste of money.
Equity in.
But what else happens every time you renew your lease? What do?
It goes up.
It goes up. Okay. What else? What else could happen? What negative stuff? So you have to have this conversation with them first. You can't you can't go in like, hey, I'm super excited to help you buy a house. If you don't do this, they're not gonna, you already know.
Right.
That they're gonna be more of a client that you're gonna have to, you know, be more hands-on with. So you have to paint the scenarios first of that positive future. Hey, I'm excited. Y'all want to buy a house. I know, you know, you had attempted to do it before, but this time it's for real, for real. Like Barb's, how we going to do bold for real this time. And then have them walk down that positive future. So what's important about buying a house now and before December? And then keep asking them why? Okay, so now they're living in this fantasy of this amazing positive future. And then say, hey, now if we don't do that, what would happen? Take them down that negative future, right? And then that's when you go, okay, I want to help you get that positive future, and this is how we're gonna do it. Then you can break down, okay, in this market, this is what's happening for buyers. You need to be a cash buyer in some shape, way, or form. I don't care if it's ribbon, divvy, whatever, rob a bank.
Yeah.
You need to have cash. Don't rob a bank, okay? Or don't get caught, okay? So that when you have that, when you take them down that journey first, then you and them are going to be on the same side. Hey, I'm fighting for you for this positive future. So this is how we are going to help you get there. And then you go through that, getting them pre-qualified and approved, and then setting realistic expectations of when we put offers in. When a house hits, if you're pre-qualified for 250, how much house should you be looking at? No more than
I don't know.
you're doing a little Kim.
40,
What?
240.
45.
30.
230. 230. You need some wiggle room. If there's a house
Okay.
that's 250 and their max is 250, they're not going to get it.
Gotcha.
So you need to be looking on that 230 range, so then they can bid up if they want to get to that 235, 240, 250 range. Right? So you got to set the expectation on pricing. You got to set the expectation of when that house hits the market, you got to go see it that day and put an offer in while we standing there. Okay? And then you got to explain to them, this is how we're writing offers. We have a thing called an escalation clause. We have a thing that's called an appraisal gap. Or here's your options. If you don't have the cash, you can go through Ribbon. We have another option for you. Right? And let them know you can put more than one offer in on a house. If you saw 3 houses and you like all 3, put in 3 offers.
Okay. And what if you're working in an area that you're unfamiliar with? Do you normally reach out to another agent just to ask them, do they know of anything in the area, or you don't do that?
What you mean?
So like they're wanting Jefferson County. I'm not real familiar with Jefferson County.
Where is that?
It's out here past me, and I'm way out here, right?
No, where is Jefferson County?
Yeah,
further
nobody
north.
knows what
What's the name of city? Is it in
Commerce.
Tennessee?
Y'all know Commerce, Georgia?
Oh my goodness, Commerce, that's too far. You might need to
Referral.
refer that.
Refer that.
You need to refer that.
Refer
Your
that.
lockbox
Actually-
probably don't even work over there.
Actually, I live out here at Beaufort, so I mean, it's really not that bad of a drive for me because I'm sort of out here already. But just it's still further up north for me. But that is, since you
Commerce
brought
is North
referrals-
Carolina. I mean, South Carolina. That's where Commerce is.
Well, since you brought up referrals, how does that work?
You find an agent on command through the referral section, and then you say, I want to refer you somebody, and you charge them 25%.
Okay,
And they send you a check for 25%.
yeah, that might be an option too. Okay.
Yeah. Especially if you think it's gonna be
I think the only thing that's going to be a problem, Charlotte, because I feel like you probably would want to help them and you don't mind the drive. Your lockbox key probably does not work there. Like ours don't work in Augusta or what's that place where people been going to take their real estate test? Macon. Our super doesn't work in those areas.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Okay.
Why is that?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Because they're on a different MLS system.
You
What you want to say, Joe?
so yeah, that's true. It's a different MLS. You can they do have, like Macon, I know, has reciprocity where you have to become a member of the
You think she's doing
group.
all of that for one house, Joe?
Well, no, I'm not suggesting whether she should or not. I'm just
I'm sorry, that was the New York coming out of me. Let me shut up and let me mute.
I'm just giving the information, and then she can do with it whatever she pleases.
You're right, Joe. We are here to give information. Let me be
and you
quiet.
can do that for Augusta as well.
Yes, you can.
You can do that for Augusta as well. So Charlotte, it really, it's up to you how you want to do it. But if you want to work the deal, if you want to closely work with the deal, you still need to find probably a referral agent and use them as like a buyer's agent to go show and, you know, all that, because they got the lockbox access. And then, you know, you can still, you know, do the deal part of it. And then y'all work out some sort of split if you want to work with your client.
Okay, yeah, because I'm thinking Georgia MLS, it's just everybody in Georgia, but I didn't know it was.
Nah,
Gotcha.
it really isn't.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Be up there trying to open the door and can't get in.
I know, right? After you drove all that long time, what? I'll be upset. I'll be like, you got a credit card? No, I'm just kidding.
You're probably not going to even be able to see many of the houses because they have a different MLS system. You're only going to be able to see a smidget of the people who like, oh, let me throw it in Georgia MLS or let me throw it in FMLS. But the majority of the homes are going to be in their MLS system.
Okay.
So yeah, I would go in command, go to that referral agent, find an office over there, sort by buy sides, because you need an agent that knows how to win offers in this market.
Definitely.
You still should have the conversation so that
Yeah.
the agent that's taking them out isn't, you know, being bamboozled. So, I mean, you still got to have the conversation that Allie just was telling you about so that you're setting them up for success.
Yeah, I would definitely let them know if I decided to, you know, work with another agent that, you know, you can trust both of us to help you.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised y'all don't know where the Tanger Outlets is out here in Commerce, boy.
I do, but it's South Carolina.
It's not South Carolina, it's Georgia.
I know where it is.
No, it's on your way to South Carolina.
Oh yeah, it's on the way to South Carolina. All right.
Like a road trip. Okay, awesome. All right, did that answer your question about that?
Yes, thank you very much.
Very good, very good.
Charlotte, how come we can't see you?
Tomorrow I got a hair appointment.
Girl, bye. Put a baseball cap.
That's right.
Now, that is some BS. We need to see you. Let's get on camera.
Wait, let me grab my hat.
Okay, grab your hat.
Are you funny?
Brenda is like, we in here today.
Y'all are funny.
We want to see your beautiful face and your
No,
smile.
ma'am, not today. But I
Every
am
day, girl, you beautiful today. Hey! So good to see you.
Y'all are funny. Yeah, I got it tomorrow.
Like, that's enough. Oh man. Okay, so awesome. I'm excited you have that buyer consultation and you'll be able to help your clients. So that's awesome. Does anybody have anything that they want to share or add to that to help Charlotte out with her client? Or any thoughts or feelings on that? No? All right, who's up next? Who needs help? Who's up next? We got Abdur on the line. And Joe.
Well, I actually just met a developer today, going out door knocking, and I'm supposed to meet with him Wednesday. So I don't know, I'm kind of nervous about it.
What side of town were you on?
This was Decatur.
Oh, okay.
No. This is Lithonia.
Oh, okay. I was like, I hope it was a Stockbridge. Anya, I was like, it better not be that guy.
We gotta talk about that guy. I need oh gosh. I want to take up everybody's time today. It's not enough time today.
Okay, we'll get back to that. Okay, so you went out door knocking today and you met a developer. So what did that conversation look like?
Actually, it was an expired listing. And I drove out there to try and talk to the owner, and he just happened to be out there, and he told me that he had just fired his agent because she had given somebody his direct phone number because they had a problem with one of the houses. So yeah.
That's a no-no.
We had a good conversation, and he's going to Chicago this week, and he'll be back next week. So I'm meeting with him on Wednesday.
Next week, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I just need to know what to say
So I mean,
to seal the deal.
this is what I would say. I would go into that conversation from a place of contribution. Hey, when we met, you said you had just fired your agent. I know that, you probably need to replace that agent with another agent. So what is it that you're looking for? What do you need help with? And really find out what their needs are. I need an agent that's not going to give my number out. Check, got that. I don't do that. Okay, what else? Like, what are your needs? What type of business, like how many houses were they doing? Like, you just ask a lot of questions. You really don't have to do a lot of talking. You got to ask a lot of questions and take notes. Ask them, is it okay if I take some notes real quick? If you're going to take notes in your phone, just say, hey, listen, don't look like you're always in your phone. But if you're going to take a notepad or whatever, ask a lot of questions and take a lot of notes. The more questions you ask, you'll find out exactly what it is he needs. And whatever it is, you can help him. I don't care what it is, you can help him. Right?
I'm hoping this is like my pot of gold.
It can be.
Yeah.
It can be one of your pots.
Yeah, one of them.
Right. What do you guys think? Well, how would you guys go into that conversation? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead, Joe.
yeah, I mean, I was going to say, I agree with what you're saying in terms of just asking a lot of questions. I mean, obviously, he's coming out of a situation that, he wasn't happy about, and like you said, that was an obvious hot button. But, if you just engage him in if you can demonstrate that, hey, I want to understand, what you need, or what it is that is going to make you feel good about your agent. Then if you're just showing that you're listening and that you're trying to understand where he's coming from and that you want to be able to serve him in a way that's going to be beneficial for him at the end of the day. And I mean, that should go a long way. Him coming from that situation with that agent, I mean, you're in a that was unfortunately, as we know, every agent out there is not a good agent. They don't have good training. So, I would talk about that as well. It's like, talk about your, just your training and whatever with PC, talking to them, you got a coach, whatever, all that. I mean, to me, just to give them reassurance that, hey, we do things the right way.
Right. I mean, I didn't want to tell him I just got my license, but he did ask me, so.
No. It's not about whether or not you just got your license. It's about coaching. It's about, being in an environment that is seeking, and seeking to be, you're doing it to be excellent. See what I'm saying? The whole environment, you can talk about that in general. It's like people everybody, it's just, it's the nature, it's the culture. Is that it's about coaching, but go ahead.
So there was an agent that used to be in our office who ran up on a developer. She was very new. She didn't know anything, but she didn't ask for help. Anyway, ended up it ended up that we went in. She needed my help. So we went in on the first couple of deals. I helped her to make the developer feel more confident. So I was just getting ready to say to him, he may want to just see if Alicia could go on an appointment with him or do a conference call or a Zoom with him. Because Joe, and I understand the thing about him not being new, but when you're talking about a developer who has millions and millions of dollars of land on the line, more than likely, unless you're a family member, they're going to want someone with a little bit of knowledge and experience about how to sell a subdivision, run a subdivision. And I'm not saying it has to be for the entire project, but just to get the project, he may need to bring Alicia with him on that discussion.
Hmm.
And I would definitely go with you because what I did on-site, I did new construction for what was that, like a kabillion years?
A kabillion
A
years.
kabillion years. So what time on Wednesday?
Well, he told me to call him.
Okay, as soon as you find out,
No, Alicia, you need to be on that call. He can't do the call by himself.
no, he set an appointment.
No, he
Yeah,
said from the call. The
To set
call.
an appointment with him.
Yeah, he wants me to call Wednesday to set the appointment.
Right. So all you
But-
need to do is set the appointment. I'll go with you on the appointment.
Okay. Okay.
Why you think he can't call and set the appointment, Barb's?
I mean, let's see. I feel like he's gonna, and I could be wrong. I feel like the dude is gonna like sidestep him. But let's see. I want to see what happens.
Right.
I'm not trying to say that he doesn't have the skills to set an appointment. You just think about who we've dealt with over the years, Alicia.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He already met with the dude, had rapport and conversation. He
Okay.
don't know me.
Okay, you're right. You're absolutely correct.
I think you definitely can set that appointment. Don't do too much talking. Just set the appointment and just let him
I
know.
pretty much already got the appointment.
I know, but I mean, when you need to confirm the day and time so that I can come with you. Because the way my calendar's set up, you can't tell me Wednesday that you need me that day.
Okay.
So when you talk to him, you find out when that appointment is and then put it on my calendar so I can go with you
Okay.
and we can talk to him together.
Got you.
And we're just going to explore and see what it is he needs help with, see what he got going on. And then whatever it is, we can help him.
Okay.
Between Brenda, me, and 20 other agents at the office, there's so much new construction in our office experience. You can't go wrong.
Would you advise him bringing up when he's setting that appointment that he's going to be bringing you along?
It really depends on how the conversation goes. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's calling like, hey, I look forward to meeting with you. Yeah, okay, let's do it Thursday at 2. Okay, great. See you Thursday at 2. If it's quick like that, then I mean it is what it is, but we'll follow up before the appointment to let him know. He'll definitely know before I get there that I'm gonna be there, that his business partner is gonna be there. I'm your business partner. So okay, me and my business partner just slide in. Me and my business partner are super excited to come meet with you and see you then.
I don't have that level of confidence. I get where Brenda's coming from, but I mean I'll gain it. It's just
You said you
I don't
already
know.
had the appointment. All you're doing is calling him to say, hey, we said we were gonna meet up. I look forward to it. What day this week is good for you? Thursday, Friday, whatever. Well, I don't know what day you're talking to him. You gotta
Well,
just
when-
set the appointment.
Okay.
You can do it.
Oh, I know.
Right.
I will do it.
You will do it.
I
You
will.
will do
I
it.
will do it.
Cheryl said you can do it in the chat. Okay. So you set that appointment and let him know me and my business partner are super excited to meet with you. And then I'm gonna go with you, and then we're gonna secure that business for you. Ooh, how
Sounds good.
excited. So let me ask you this. While you were out door knocking, how many doors did you knock?
5.
And how many people did you talk to?
I talked to him and another couple, but their listing showed up as expired, but they said they had sold it like a day ago. So
Okay.
it's still on there as expired.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
And then
So,
the other houses I went to, nobody was there. So
okay, so you went to 5 doors and you got one possible developer lead.
mm-hmm.
That sounds like a win to me. Yes, and yes. So let's talk about this now. Now that you did that today, what is your follow-up on these 5 houses? You talked to one person, so you already got that appointment. The other people they had just sold. The other 3 people didn't answer. So what's your next step?
I'm gonna try to go back there tomorrow.
No.
Huh?
There's no try.
There's no try.
I'm gonna go back there tomorrow.
Mm.
Okay. Now, are you gonna leave something if they're not home?
Yeah, I guess I can. I didn't leave nothing today.
They don't know you were there. Do they have a ring doorbell? They don't know
No,
you were there.
no. These were really expensive houses, so
Leave something. If you can't ring, ding ding on the ring doorbell, leave something. Do a handwritten note. Yes, what's the question, Cheryl? You're on mute.
Okay, so now I'm not, like, what are you asking, like, what are you saying when you go to what are you asking them and what are you telling them?
well, the expires.
Advice here.
The expires. I was like, I see that your listing was you had your house up for sale, and then I'll ask them. I'll be like, well, I see it's expired. This couple, the couple I went to today, they like just came right out and said, well, they got a deal on it like yesterday. But the developer I met, I told him I was interested in trying to sell it myself.
Uh-huh.
And we just got into a conversation and he gave me his information. And we're going from there.
He liked your hustle. That was the day when it was raining,
Yeah, well, it wasn't raining then.
but it had the possibility of it. He liked your hustle.
Yeah.
He liked your
Yeah.
hustle.
Okay. I'm just curious. Thank you.
No problem.
So if you want expired scripts, they're in the coaching page and they're also on week number 10 in Breakthrough Broker. And we practiced them we're on script practice this morning. They went over expired script as well. So very awesome job. I'm super excited. Just make sure you do your follow-up steps. So if you have everybody's address, throw a handwritten note card in the mail while you're door knocking. You can also find their phone numbers and give them a call, right? So how many touches does it take on average to earn business?
8.
8.
But the thing is, like, a lot of I'm seeing like a lot of these houses, they're under businesses.
So what does that mean?
What do you mean?
When you see that it's a business name that owns it, what does that mean?
I don't know. It's kind of harder to get in contact with them.
The number's still there, right?
I guess so. I mean, it is, but I've literally called like business numbers. Like I've looked up the business and called the number, and I still can't find the owner.
Right, but that's one time is what I'm saying.
No, I've done it several times.
For the same person?
No, it's a bunch of different businesses.
I know, that's
like,
what I'm saying. You called one time to one business.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna take more than that.
Okay, yeah.
And if you can't get them on the phone, what else can you do? Put something in the mail. When you look up the tax record, their business address is on there.
You don't think that would take too much time though?
To write a handwritten note?
Like, I mean, to mail them something, because like in this, I've seen expires. Like I'll be looking at it expired one day, then like the next day it's gone.
Gone where?
It's gone. I guess somebody picked it up.
How do you know it's gone?
Because it's not on there.
It's not gonna, once it's on there, it's expired. You have to contact them unless you see it relisted on the MLS. They don't go anywhere.
No, I've looked at expires. Like I've had particular addresses, right? And I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to these people. And then like sometimes I've gotten to the house and it's somebody's already contracted with them. And then sometimes I'll look
You
up.
weren't fast enough. You weren't quick enough.
But that's what I'm saying about mail and stuff. Like it's kind of, by the time it gets to them,
To me, you got to hit them different ways. That's not every single one is not going to be that way.
Right. No, I get that.
And if it's a business, they may own more than one property, and they may
Okay.
give you an opportunity. Just, they may own several, like a group I work with, they own a lot of properties. So, if I slip up, they may be like, you out and you in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's the long game. Everything's not instantaneous. You got to go for the long game.
It's the relationship, not the, don't worry about the particular address.
I got you.
What are you guys' thoughts around that? I don't know. Y'all look like you're thinking, but y'all not saying nothing. I'm not sure what's happening.
I mean, I'm taking it all in.
No, I was mostly looking at Cheryl and Anya.
I'm in the
Good.
middle of this guy trying. I don't know what I'm doing wrong in DocuSign. He can't sign the broker agreement.
Oh, okay. So you're doing something else. Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. So great job on door knocking. That's fantastic. I can't wait to meet with this guy and see what he's talking about. All right.
And also one more thing. When I did the deal, well, my seller didn't sign the offer pad because a couple people kind of convinced me that she might be able to get more than what they were offering. I don't know if I feel comfortable not doing that.
Not doing what?
Not signing the deal, because when I did her CMA, it came up to like 210 or something like that. Right now, her RVM, I'm going off of RPR, is like 217, and OfferPad was offering 195. Like, is it possible I could get more than that for a house that's not in the greatest condition?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, I just
List
I
the
don't-
house. What is your seller saying? It's their house. What are they saying?
She doesn't know. I told her because two other agents told me I could possibly get more than 195. And they were taking like 10 grand out of it. So she would have only gotten like 185.
So list the property. Offer pad ain't going nowhere.
Okay. I just wanted to, I don't know.
List the property. List the
Okay.
property. List it.
All right. So tomorrow I'm listing it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
List it. Don't think twice about it. You got photos. You got a sign. You got a lockbox.
I have photos. I gotta get well, there's tenants in it right now, but I'm just gonna put it up with the tenants in there.
When
Cause it's been too long. Huh? Their lease is actually up. She's giving them till the end of September.
Are they gonna allow showings?
Yeah.
They know they leaving?
Yeah. I mean, they've known they were leaving since 60 days ago.
But they ain't left. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
you gotta be careful.
Actually, their lease was up. Their lease was up today, actually, but she extended it to September, like the end of September. She didn't extend the lease. She's allowing them to stay there till the end of September.
They need to be very clear. They gotta leave. They gotta get up out of there. They got to go.
They know that. I mean, she
I
sent a
know.
letter.
Listen, let me tell you
Well,
something.
she sent a
People
letter
know
to
something.
Section 8 too. So
People know something and they still don't do it. People know something and they still don't do it. I'm just telling you.
okay.
Just so they real clear. Okay, they gotta be out. But I would listen. Do you have a listing sign?
No, I don't.
Everybody go get you a listing sign. If you do not have a listing sign, get you a listing sign. At least one listing sign. Now you have a listing and now you gotta wait for a sign to get made. I mean, you ain't got,
Like,
yeah, you ain't gotta wait, but I mean, I get calls off of my signs. So
Okay.
list that property, get that listing agreement, list that property, and prepare for an open house.
Yeah, it's
You have to
something.
door knock. You got to do a mega open house around that.
Okay.
Right, Joe?
Absolutely.
That listing will bring you more listings.
Have you ever had
Absolutely.
that though, where the tenants were still in it? You've listed it with the tenant still being in there?
I have, but
Absolutely.
they got
Closing one on Friday. The tenant was in it. They moving out on Thursday and we closing on Friday.
Okay. Were they Section 8 tenants? Not, not,
So now, if you want to talk about Section 8 tenant, I had a little bit of issue, but we ain't gonna go there. Because we want to be positive, that Section 8 tenant is going to behave.
right.
let's list and sell the house. This is what we work for, is to get the listings. You got the listing. You don't be afraid to sell it.
You
Right.
make it somebody that'll buy it that wants the tenant to stay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm not feeling the confidence coming through the screen right now.
That's not that. No, I'm joking. I just hope. I really hope this works out.
What could go wrong?
Nothing. I'm not used to it. So, you know what I mean? Like, hello?
I said, that's okay. Everybody's not used to it their first time. Right, Joe?
Absolutely. But look, you got to go in with, you definitely got to be confident that you got to go in feeling like, hey, we're going to sell this house for $225. I mean, you're going to create a buzz. You're going to get people going to want the house. They're going to come in. You're going to get multiple offers. You got to be, you got to be positive in your mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before it gets there. So, I mean, you got some great things going on. You got a lot to be excited about.
Yeah. Where's the house at? Maybe I have a buyer. Where is it?
Lithonia.
Where?
It's Crescent Ridge Court. I think
What community?
Hold on.
I got a buyer for that. Call me offline. I don't want to take up everybody's time. I got a buyer for that house.
Okay, what's your number? Can you send me your
Allie
number?
will give it to you. 678-871-7714.
Wait, say that one more time.
678-871-7714.
Okay. I'm about to call you in a second.
Awesome sauce. Okay. So we got a few minutes left. Was there any pending questions, thoughts, feelings?
I do.
Okay.
Well, I have to, I guess, talk to you offline regarding that house in Stockbridge, that same guy. And the other thing we had spoke about, the lady with the looking for a rental.
Divvy. Can she do divvy?
She wanted, well, basically I just asked her all the questions. She wasn't open to divvy yet until she knows what she has a nonprofit organization that she wants to use it for her clients. So I got all the information. I'm supposed to be following up with her tomorrow, but I just want to run a couple of things based on our conversation by you.
Okay. So we'll work on that. Anybody else? Any questions, thoughts, feelings? Because nobody knows all the backstory for all that.
Right. And the guy in Stockbridge, maybe maybe you need to come with me.
First of all, I already drove out to that house and he didn't show up on time. He gonna have to come to the office. If he's serious, he gotta come up to the office. I'm not driving back down there for him not to show up. I'm not doing it. If he's serious, come meet him at the office.
I got the I told you I got the coat now.
No, I don't care about the house. I need to see him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And his mentality now is
Chris.
he wants me to find a buyer for that house before we could do future business.
Okay, tell him, let you list it and you'll find him several buyers. That's how that works.
So,
You had 3 buyers outside there that day and he didn't show up. So we're not gonna play that game again. He missed that opportunity. We can list it and bring you several buyers and he can choose whichever one he wants.
okay.
He can't be bullying you, okay? The house ain't that cute, boo. All right. Any other questions, thoughts, feelings?
I had a question for the terms on the brokerage agreement,
Yes, which one?
the buyer's brokerage agreement.
Uh-huh.
Are we putting 30 days? Are we doing 60 days in today's market
For a buyer, the whole agreement,
for the terms?
like the start date and the end date?
Yeah.
I mean, I would do like 3 months, 4 months, a year at this point, depending on how good you had at putting offers in.
Gotcha. And the protected period, is that 30 days?
90 days.
90 days for that.
90 days. That was easy. What else? What other questions while I plug my computer in? Anything else? Questions?
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with the putting in more time. Madeline had a client, an up-city client she was working with, that they went through a whole bunch of properties, and I forget what she put on the brokerage agreement, but expired time ago. The girl was out of the country. She came back and they started looking at properties again. And then the husband, it's a weird situation, but anyhow, the husband engaged another agent. And she went out with another agent and so
Joe Wi-Fi.
protect yourself.
Your Wi-Fi messed up at the end. They went with the other agent? Dang, is that what he said? They went-
Oh, well, they wrote up. You can't hear me?
No, it's like going
can't
in
hear
and
me?
out, in and out.
Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Anyhow, they wrote a contract with another agent.
Dang.
Whose name was on that contract, the husband or the wife? Joe,
That's a good question.
whose name was on the buyer brokerage agreement?
That's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head.
Because somebody may be owed some commission.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Even if they didn't show, the other agent showed them that house?
Yeah, boo, I got a buyer brokerage agreement.
Yeah, I think his name is on it because he's the one who's. I think he's the one. I need to confirm that. I think he was the one who was paying for it. So
Until that buyer says to me, we not working together anymore, I got a buyer brokerage agreement.
yeah, the weird thing is the wife. She told Madeline that she wrote a contract, but she told Madeline, but I want you to do the deal. I'm like, oh my God, it's a mess.
These buyers out here, I'm telling you, if you let them click around online, they'll run up on another agent. So you got to keep them tight. Okay.
It's-
Tight.
So
Interesting. Okay.
yeah. All right.
Well,
All right.
Any other final thoughts, questions, feelings before we wrap it up on this Thankful Tuesday? Hopefully this was helpful for everyone. It was definitely helpful for me. We're all good? Everybody's good?
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, we thank you so much for joining Open Coaching Hour, Team Tucker, Agents Helping Agents. You can catch us here every other Tuesday night. And Anya, I will stay on after so we can figure out what's going on with that guy real quick. Cool? All right, y'all. Heart you all. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow for team meeting.
I actually have another